Up on
Surely,
the phone, the live priest.
surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? It is not, it is not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest.
Right, that's speaking about us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you have it also, you know, you got of our wicked people, all right, that try to do things, of course, when, like, as if they're not being seen by the Lord. But the Lord, he tell you in the scriptures that his eyes are upon that sinful kingdom, all right? Also, the eyes of the Lord are in every place regarding both the evil and the good.
His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right.
Another representation how the Lord sees all.
Yeah.
The Lord be sending out angels.
Which
And they're the ones giving a report. Right? They're reporting back to Yahweh Shai, really. Right.
Okay, so, you know what I mean? Nothing is being hidden, of course, from the sight of the Lord. The Lord, of course, has a record. And as the scripture said, the sins have reached unto the heavens. All right, and once, of course, the sins have reached heaven, of course, there has to be a judgment that's going to be executed from the Lord. All right, keep reading. Oh yeah, wait. So the scripture that I think I'm looking for, it talk about how they're with their mouth, basically with their mouth, they love me with their mouth or something like that, but their heart is far from me. Something like that. All right. Yeah, kind. So you got a precept?
Actually, how about you?
Okay, go ahead, read the precept.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Right.
But thou art a holy people unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy power.
Right.
The Lord, unto thy power, the Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special
down
people
there.
Right.
unto him, unto himself.
Right. So it said that what we are holy people.
Yeah, I got
That means separate. All right. Amongst all other nations, we're separate. All right.
All right, we're already streaming, so you brothers just get into it. I'm showing y'all brothers shortly. Just trying to get go out of it.
I was holding something earlier.
Yeah, you were holding a Ciroc 12 or something, right?
Yeah. I got because you know we were going into like the COVID vaccine and all that, and the many reasons why not to get it. Well, one of the main reasons not to get it is because you know Esau's our enemy, man. We're not meant to trust this guy, right? He was not set up to further our benefit. He was set up to further our affliction. You can see that with his history and with his past. It's Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. So there you have it, man. You're not supposed to trust this devil, man. And no matter what he says is good is not good for us, man. He tried to make a clean thing. He tried to make an unclean thing a clean thing.
Right. Something about rust. It's known as corrosion, and what it does is it decays or weakens the integrity of the metal. And that's what Esau's known to do. You give him the advantage over you, he's gonna wear you down, break you down, and gain advantage over you and destroy you, bro. Warning you. You gotta err on the side of caution when you're dealing with the Edomite. You can't believe this man. You can't trust this man. And if you do so, you're setting yourself up to be destroyed.
Yeah, that's why Esau is compared to a serpent, because a serpent doesn't attack you just head on. He does it sneakily. He hides and waits for the perfect time to strike. And that's exactly what Esau does. Adam, precept.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. Says, He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. Yeah, and that's exactly what Esau did with the North American Indians, you know, to the Israelites. They made plenty of peace treaties, but yet they broke every last one of them. So that's all Esau tries to do. Tries to pretend like he's your friend, that he's getting along with you or he's doing something for your benefit, and he's just seeking, for the right, perfect time to destroy you. Verse 21 says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Yeah, the words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. He tells you he's going over there to Afghanistan for women's rights, because he wants to free the people of Afghanistan. He wants to help those people. All he wants to do is destroy them. They did a damn drone strike, airstrike, allegedly killing terrorists, when all they did was kill civilians, including 7 children. But who's gonna pay for that?
Right.
Nobody. No one is held accountable.
Yeah, they were like, this particular, I don't know if he's like a general, I had seen the news report, and he literally was like, yeah, we made a mistake. We made this airstrike, and, we're very sorry, but there were, of course, we killed like about 3 civilians, et cetera, and they gonna cover up how many, civilians and stuff. But this man literally is the sword, all right? He is the wicked. All right, and this man, all he gonna do is just say, I'm sorry. But he gonna keep doing it again and again and again.
Well, this man is responsible for all types of crimes against humanity, crimes against nature, crimes and war crimes, all types of war crimes, killing civilians, killing different, women, children, innocent civilians. The thing of it is this man's name is Edom, right? Now the word red goes back to the word crimson, which goes back to the word crime. So Esau is the man of sin. He's the son of perdition.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah. Like the scriptures saying, and that's another reason why we know the Edomites is ruling, is because, of course, Edom, Adawam, red, and then they ride upon that scarlet-colored beast, which is what? Red. You know? And they rule by what? The sword. The sword, great sword. In Revelation 6 tell you the great sword was given unto him. All right? Go ahead. In his military, he goes to destroy and uproot these countries. You know what I mean? Look, and bring their people over here. Now, these people that were in Afghanistan, they bringing them over here as the option being going into, a lot of times they're exemptions from different medical tests and stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think the apostle went into how Apostle Tahar, when they had measles, they had a lot of them were infected with measles, and now they have brought that exposure to America.
Right.
All right. Now that's insane. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys so-called Mexicans, right, who are of the tribe of Israel, you wouldn't even open the door really a lot of times for them to come to the country, which, like I say, originally, like I say, this place is ours. All right, but you, of course, willingly open up heathens to come over in the country. They're only coming for their judgment, though. But go ahead,
Sluggy broke my concentration. So, like I was trying to say, man, don't trust Esau, man. And like, that freaking I guess you call it like a doctrine that basically like, we got to get the vaccine because Esau's trying to take care of his own, and it's just to keep Jakes down for not having it. Look, that would be true if it was like hard to get the vaccine or it was expensive, or like it was only in predominantly white neighborhoods. Esau is actively forcing you to get this vaccine and actively making it so like easy to get. Like they're doing like on-site vaccinations right at the job site. You can't work, you can't do nothing. So like that sentiment where like, oh, this is just Esau trying to keep Esau strong, so we need to get it. Like that's ridiculous, bro. That's absolutely ridiculous. And we're not here to trust our enemy, man. He's a devil from the beginning. He's a devil from fucking till the end, man. He's set up like the brother said as a sword, and he ain't ever gonna look for our best interest. He's there as a punishment to us, man. He set it up the ruler of the basis of men, right? Yep. Esau's the basis of men, and right now he's in rulership, and he's ruling in complete wickedness and darkness. This is Isaiah 14:21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children."
Yeah, like the general gonna say, oh, they don't want to give it to Jay because they're gonna run out. They giving it to people for free.
Yeah.
Why, if it was so, if they were lacking in jabs, they wouldn't give it to people for free. They would charge you to get it.
Come on, man. Let's like I said, let's think logically. And like I said, you can go like the places of business is giving it to you. At my job, they did freaking on-site vaccinations, right? But if you wanted to go and grab,
man. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Yep.
You can just walk up to anywhere and they'll give it to you.
Right.
They're forcing. Who's dominating the sports industry? Jake. And who they're forcing. They're forcing them to get it.
Right.
Come on, man. It just don't make no damn sense.
Israel became the poster child for this damn Convict 19 jab.
Yep.
All right.
It would make sense if there was like a legitimate like not a lack of supply, and the only way you can get the supply is through like Esau's neighborhoods and knowing somebody. Then you can maybe come with that angle, but no, not here, man. Not here. Not with this shit. Now, Scripture says, "Never trust thine enemy." I got another precept about trust, and then I got this one here. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities." So we have to prepare slaughter for the iniquity of their fathers. So what did the iniquity of Esau's forefathers do? Right? Come with all these bullshit treaties. You know these like
you destroyed Jake.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Right? You destroyed Jake. You put us in hardcore captivity, and you have to pay for that. Now you got certain Israelites that don't think that Esau needs to pay for what they've done to our people, but that couldn't be further from the truth. That's a goddamn lie. Esau wants you to fucking remember 9/11, but wants you to forget about the slaughter that happened to Israel for hundreds of years and that continues to go on this day. What kind of bullshit is that, man? Esau, the so-called white man, is going to pay for what he's done. That's the bottom line. No one's escaped from the judgment of the Heavenly Father. You're going to have to pay, man, for what you've done to Judah, packing them in them cargo slave ships, throwing them overboard, feeding them to alligators, hanging the women upside down, cutting the stomachs open to the different Latin tribes, man.
Separating families.
Putting us on auctioning blocks.
Making our kids homosexuals.
Buck breaking. All right, you're going to have to pay for all that, man. And all the things that you're currently doing. And that's why the Lord said, prepare slaughter, all right, for his children. Because Esau is literally the offspring, okay, of those different spirits from times past, all right? In other words, those same spirits are Esau coming back in the reincarnation, all right? He's that offspring, because a lot of times Esau tries to separate himself from that history. Well, the Lord's got your number right here. You can't separate yourself from slavery. You can't say, well, my forefathers didn't have nothing to do with that. As a byproduct of any Edomite that owned slaves, your people have benefited. All right? You've benefited. All right? This whole system is set up on white supremacy. Now, if you want to complain that you're not a benefactor of white supremacy, that's because you're a fucking loser. I mean, I'm just being serious, because here it is. You have an advantage in every way in this system, and you're not using it. So you're a fucking loser, man. But you're going to have to pay for what you did to the Israelites, to what you did to all the tribes. All right? So there is a punishment for slavery. You are not exempt. And I don't care if you feel bad, and fuck Black Lives Matter too, man. All right? Y'all are the same people that are claiming that you believe in BLM and fucking get into an argument over some stupid shit and then want to kill your brother, man. He's dealing with Israelites.
Yep. Yeah, the same guy that the cop killed is the same dude that you would kill given the opportunity on the streets. You know what I mean? If he do the wrong thing to you, God forbid he steps on your fucking Jordans, you fucking kill him dead. But now because a cop kills him, you got
Right.
BLM. Man, you don't give a shit about your own people, man.
Right.
Our people do not give a shit about our own people.
Right.
That's the same dude that they'll sell drugs to, talking about Black Lives Matter.
Right.
But yeah, you be selling drugs to him.
Rob.
Yeah, exactly.
Commit insurance fraud.
Yep. Yeah. It's Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on the horses and trust in chariots because there are many, and in the horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh."
Yeah, they look at the might of America, and that's what they put their hope and trust in.
Yeah, science, military, right?
Right? Yeah, got a lot of jakes in the military. They really believe very strongly that it's their civil duty to go to war and protect these so-called freedoms.
Yep.
Jake really believe in that. You got a lot of jakes that believe in that. A lot of jakes are in the military. Okay?
Yeah, look,
And they believe that they're doing the right thing, but in actuality, all you're doing is furthering this man's system, all right? Which is very destructive for your well-being, very destructive for your development, because you're the superior race. You're actually above the Edomite. You're above the so-called white man. You're fighting the bankers' wars, man. You're not really actually sustaining anybody's freedoms. And we have the illusion of freedom anyways. I always put it to brothers like this. You have nothing but privileges. And a privilege is no more than having to go to the government to get the permission to do something. You have no real freedom. And that can be revoked at any moment. So you don't have real freedom. All right? And you're over there fighting all these different damn wars, and this man is coming heavily with this damn Sharat to kill a lot of people, to depopulate, and that's what you're fighting for, man. You're fighting for your own damn demise. Jake's over here in wheelchairs, legs blowing the fuck off, PTSD, all these different problems, talking about they went and they fought for their country, man. You should have never been over there in the first place, man. And they don't even, look at the way America treats their soldiers anyways.
Yeah, they don't even put honor and respect to so-called, most of you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. When you serve in the military, y'all given the hardest time by the Edomites that be on the same, battlefield with you and stuff.
Yo, a lot of those different companies be fucking their soldiers over, man. You could talk to a lot of soldiers and they'll tell you. They went, they fought, they put in the time, but then they don't get the advantages that were promised to them, the benefits. And then really, what's the benefit if you damn lost your legs, you deal with PTSD, all right? Subtle noises, whatever, disturbs you.
Yeah. And then now, what is it with the VA, Veterans Affairs?
Right.
I think you gotta have the Sharat if you work for them. So I'm not sure if they require if you were for the military, most military soldiers.
And that's the next thing now.
Right.
Now they require you don't fought for this country, and now they're forcing you to take their experimental poison.
That's right.
And you got a lot of Army veterans, as well as soldiers. Active soldiers are stepping down, saying we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
They're leaving the military. Okay.
Yeah, and then look, they disenchantment. What do you think when it's Egyptian versus Egyptian? What's that's going to be about?
Right.
You got this man that was so angry. He done served this country all of these years.
Right.
And then now, of course, his country betrays him. He's a patriot, though.
Right.
You got these constitutional believing men like Die Hard and stuff.
Right.
They're going to be, of course, fighting, of course, these different, these different peace troops, UN troops and such. All right. Foreign troops that's going to come, of course, that are already here. All right, sleeper cells. Right. This man might know right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, that's the spirit.
It is a spirit.
That is the spirit,
That's the spirit right there.
You know?
Yep.
Man, he lucky I ain't stop him, man. Slock it. But we gonna let him go.
Well, I mean, he served his purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Lord made him walk by because we on point with the spirit right now.
Exactly.
That just confirms what we saying. Because I was thinking like Bushwick.
Right.
Think about the movie
You
Bushwick.
seen that? Them guys,
Yeah, the mercenaries came out of nowhere.
And they were talking about how there was a division within their union
and I don't,
of the United States.
And I think, but was Batista, his character was ex-military, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, but you had these mercenaries that jumping out of cars, shooting random people, and that's they all black
contractors.
Right, contractors to raise hell. And then Batista's character, I think he was ex-military or whatever like that, and he was fighting against these different mercenaries that Esau or America hired to start killing at random.
Right.
And they don't have that, man.
Exactly.
They're gonna get crazy out here.
Right.
And they already been pushing that spirit by letting migrants come into the country. They're saying, oh, we don't know who we're letting in. It could be possible terrorists. See, they're already pushing that narrative and programming the minds of the people. So when all hell starts breaking loose, they have what they can blame it on. Right? They have a narrative. Right, go ahead. Salaki.
Yeah.
So it's about to get crazy here, man.
That's right, man. And like I say,
total breakdown.
Egyptian versus Egyptian, American versus American.
Joe Biden just called for more relief from the federal government in preparation for what he refers to as a dark winter. So he's talking about another dark winter.
Right. Wow.
People need financial relief.
Yeah, because remember, they cut off most of those different social programs of unemployment.
Right.
What, the eviction moratoriums and cut off.
Right.
All right. So And there's other things, of course, that's being cut off. People are being cut off from their jobs because they're refusing to accept, of course, their Sharat.
Yeah, they're saying that the economy has basically at a point of recovery, so there's no need to be given these extended benefits like the CARES Act and all of that.
Which is insane.
You know?
All right, that's not the true narrative at all.
No.
All right, yeah.
How many people lost their businesses? You can't. How do you recover from that in a couple months? People lost years, decades of work building their business, and you think they recovered in a few months from that?
No.
Come on, man.
Businesses were already in debt, taking out various loans. All right, being within debt already.
And a lot of people don't even want to go to work.
Right, exactly.
What do they call that? The Great Resignation. They call it the Great Resignation because everybody walking off these fucking jobs. They're fed up, man. People are fucking fed up, bro.
Yes. Yeah, people are angry.
Yeah.
They got this poll that CNN did. It says at least 75% of Americans are angry. They're basically they angry.
Right.
All right, basically, and it's
you got the fuck Joe Biden protest.
Yeah.
that's all over the damn place, man.
Right.
And can we also admit that and acknowledge that the reason why these hospitals are being overran is because the people are fucking leaving because they don't want no forced vaccine.
There's a chance. We're gonna ask the soldier what he thinks about the vaccine.
All right. Ready?
Hey, excuse me, sir. We have a moment of your time. We just wanted to ask you what your opinion was on the vaccine being forced on soldiers like yourself.
No
you don't have an opinion? Okay, so maybe he can't talk about it.
Right. Yeah,
you know? Because he don't want to get.
Yeah. But we know what.
But see that tells you all you need to know.
Right.
He should be able to just give you a straight answer.
Right. You should trust him.
Right.
You trust him like you trusted in his military, you know? Like trusting who he's fighting for.
Right.
He's fighting for the country, so I support it, right?
Yeah.
That's what you should say.
This should be one of them poster child. Remember, soldiers have great big influences.
Right.
They're the mighty men.
Right.
So, most people look at this big old soldier. All right, I took the Sharat. Yes, you should take it too.
Right.
Yep.
But he ain't saying nothing.
Yep.
Right.
Because he probably don't got it.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but the point I was saying about the hospitals, man, a lot of them are being overran because of low staffing. Low staffing, not due to the coronavirus, but due to the fact they don't want to take the vaccine. They're mandating it, so they say, "Fuck, I'm leaving."
Right.
It's quitting.
Well, they ain't even trying to leave. They're not giving them a choice.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
They're not even giving them a choice. They're
There's
saying
a lot of people walking off the job though.
Right.
Yeah, but yep.
Like that one video with that nurse. She was asking if she was fired or not, and if she is, then she wants her term papers. Yep. And they were refusing to give it to her. And there was another part of that video where she said, God forgive me, I'm being forced to do this. Because that's how Esau said. He's saying, oh, you got a choice, but they're using coercion.
Yep.
Right? Basically, they're putting you under threat or loss of job to convince you need to take it and saying, well, it's your choice. It's not. You are presenting me pre-selected options. That's not a choice. That's an illusion of choice.
Right.
If you tell me here, your two options are this or that, right? And I say, well, I want to do this and still keep my job. I don't want to take it and I want to still keep my job. And they say, well, you can't do that. Then that's not freedom of choice. All you're giving me is pre-selected options and telling me to choose. Okay? That's an illusion of choice. That's not actually freedom to choose. If I don't want something that I feel is not going to be good for me and then you're threatening to take away my job because of it, that's coercion. That's manipulation. All right?
Hey, that's your devil, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Coming with that great wrath, man.
Right.
Him not come speaking as a lamb, as a dragon. This man, like I said, in these times, don't expect any mercy from this government at all. It's worse and worse. Right?
Yeah, he wants you to choose between two pre-selected options in which he has already the predetermined outcome for both based upon those pre-selected options. That's not an illusion that's an illusion of choice, man.
I got it.
Good, yeah, that's an illusion. That's not freedom of choice.
It's what's called an ultimatum.
Right. Well, I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah. So yeah.
With coercion comes ultimatum.
Yeah, you have
do this or else.
Yeah, exactly. You have a choice or you have an ultimatum.
Right.
Esau does not give you a choice; it gives you an ultimatum. Right. This is a little excerpt. It says that there's a difference between an ultimatum and a choice.
Right.
An ultimatum is not a true choice. An ultimatum does not leave much room for choice. And the options in an ultimatum are not usually pleasant.
Yes.
So it's either you don't have to take the shot, you just can't work, and without working, you can't fucking
take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You sustain yourself. So You had the choice, but you can't sustain yourself. Esau, you can't even say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going off grid. You know what Esau's going to do? He's going to come to that plot of land that you're living on and say, wait a minute, do you have a permit for this land? Who said you can live on this land? You know? Do you have permits for the building of the structure right here? This is private property. So there's no way to just completely separate yourself from Esau. There's no choice in just saying, you know what, all right, well, fuck this, fuck the government, fuck it all. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my own thing. That is not a choice. So that's the thing. Esau's giving you an ultimatum. So you basically it's either death or take what's given you.
Yeah, none of that. None of doing it. Doing any of that doesn't mean anything without Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai anyways. Like, that's the thing. You know, so that's why we're putting our total trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's back in this precept here. Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
Yep.
Our trust and confidence is in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, not the Edomite, not in some damn hireling who is literally being used as a vehicle to push the narratives of the Edomite. General Johanna.
Yep.
All right, of the ISUPK, and there are others.
We're not trusting Esau's ultimatum.
Right. Yeah, we're not afraid to lose this shit, man. Go ahead.
You got a precept you said?
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 28. It says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry, a man of war that suffereth poverty. Kind of like the brothers was going into, like a lot of these jakes, they go into the military, you know, trusting in this country, thinking they're doing something good or positive, and then they get all messed up, you know, and lose limbs, you know, their health is degrading, you know. And then they come back over here and they're not taken care of. They're living in poverty. You see a lot of these homeless people, you know, one time they were in the army, you know, they fought for their country and now they're homeless. You know, Esau doesn't take care of his military.
You know how many homeless veterans there are, bro? And we've seen that even in this city. I've seen homeless veterans out here, bro, in wheelchairs.
What uniform? They can show you
Yep.
dog tags and everything.
No leg,
Yeah.
holding up a cardboard sign. I seen it on the boulevard,
Yeah.
okay?
Of course.
Right on the boulevard, man.
Right.
Homeless veteran. Anything will help. That's fucked up, man. No leg, no help from his government that he fought to keep in power, you know, in his ignorance, but still, he should be taken care of for the rest of his life. And they don't do that. They just, you know, use you as the resource that you are, chew you up and spit you out, man.
Right.
And that's wicked. The Lord said it's wicked.
Repeat that again.
And so again, we can also like focus on the fact that the Esau's army is a lot of derelicts, man. A lot of people that go into the army
especially these days.
are literally people that have no other option. They don't know anything, right? They don't know how to sustain themselves with what they got, so they see this option. Okay, well, if I get this little bit of money, but they're not taught anything. They're not taught how to like sustain themselves. So once they come out of the military and they spend all their damn money, they're worse than what they would have been had they not gone to the military and just been a deadbeat out of high school or like that. A lot of people are deadbeats, you know, out of high school, barely even fucking passed, right? Don't know no damn thing, don't know no real values. So they go to the fucking military where there's a little bit of quote unquote hope.
Yeah, you'll see a guy in a uniform that is really just nothing but an opioid head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like an opioid abuser. Like this one guy, like I said, I went to, he was at my job, right? And now pretty much at my job, he was abusing these different opioids. I didn't even know he was on these different things, but the guy was crazy. He literally told me to kill myself out of nowhere. Wow. This is how, because you know, pretty much he's seeking to get that high, and he ain't got the money because they you know, of course these drugs, right?
Yeah.
They put these Jake in this form of dependency, all right, form chemically imbalancing them where they got these urges. All right, I need to get this drug. Well, look, you're only getting at this job, what, X amount of dollars a week. And you can't support, and you know, you can't support your habit. So then, of course, what ended up happening? This guy ended up, you know, the job see that he's on drugs. Job ended up, of course, putting him into a substance abuse program, which is crazy. I would just fire the guy.
Right.
But then what ended up happening, he didn't want to take that option. So what he ended up doing was resigning and joined the military. Right now, when you see a person in uniform, the uniform is like a lot of times is a signet of like honor.
Right.
Man, he's brave and such. Now this guy is a complete loser. You know what I mean? And this man ended up he back here in America. He not in the military. He probably got dishonorably discharged, and he back to the same old stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Same old people. All right. Go ahead. Slug it. Yeah, read that again, Bob.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and a third maketh me angry, a man of war that suffereth poverty.
Right. These are not oils, they're incense.
Yeah, read it again. Break it down.
No.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and a third maketh me angry, a man of war that suffereth poverty. Yeah, so a man of war is not supposed to suffer poverty like the ox said. You know, when they come back, you know, when they done fighting, you're supposed to take care of them. You know, you're not supposed to have these people, you know, make, you know, such a great sacrifice, you know, risk their life and their limbs, and then they come back and they don't even have money to pay their bills. They don't even have money to get a place to live, you know?
Yeah, that should already be taken into account. They should already have that set up and established. You know, but they make these soldiers go through hoops and bounds just to get the so-called benefits that they were promised.
Yeah, but then they'll use taxpayer money to do things like give people gender reassignment surgery and things of that nature. They're not using it for the proper things. Yeah. That's something that they should be used to. Not saying brothers, you know, support, you know, this military or anything of that nature, but that's the proper way to do things.
Right, exactly.
There's a right way and there's a wrong way, and Esau always goes the wrong way.
Always goes the wrong way. Well, he's accustomed to evil, so he can't do good. You can get that. You get Jeremiah 13:23.
This coming straight out the
right? Yeah, this man is the man of sin. He's the devil. All right, you got it? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 13:23 says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil."
That's to the point. He's accustomed to do evil because he is the devil. Give me Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. He's the wicked. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, so therefore his works are nothing but evil. Or let's break it down even further. They're contrary to the standards of the Most High. Okay, he's not an Israelite, all right? He's not a Jew. He's an Edomite. He's the devil, all right? And our people are heavily under the vibration of the devil right now, and they're following after the works of the Edomite, all right, which are the works of darkness that the scriptures talk about, man. Right? When it talks about the children of the night or the children of the dark, that's the wicked among our people following under the vibration of the Edomite. That's why the Lord said He's going to have to destroy both Jake and Esau, man. Both of them shall be thrust through. But go ahead, Art.
Yeah, it's Malachi. You said 1 and 3.
Yeah.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. It says, I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Yahweh hath indignation. And the people against whom
And the people, so it's not just one man.
Right.
It ain't just one man. It just ain't Esau, the forefather of the Edomites. It's the whole nation. It's the people. Okay? In whom the Lord what?
The people against whom Yahweh had the indignation forever.
Or righteous anger. So he's perpetually against the wicked. All right? Is it not recorded that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day? So the Lord got his sights on destroying this man's kingdom. That's why everything is in disarray right now. This kingdom it's totally being dismantled. Okay? From inside out. From inside out, man. We're about to see great division in this country. It's coming, man. Give me Matthew's 24. And you can start at verse 6. All right? You're seeing great division now. All right? The military is divided. All right? The political parties are divided. The masked and unmasked are divided. The jabbed and unjabbed are divided.
You got families are divided.
The employed and unemployed are divided.
Okay. Right.
Right?
That's a witch. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. And there's no such thing as a good witch. They all need to be put to death. All right? There's no such thing as a good witch. These motherfuckers think, oh, I'm a Wiccan. I just believe in the elements and healing. You're doing it through left-hand side, man. Healing comes through the Most High. So if you ain't using the Most High, you're using the spirit of Satan.
Right.
All right, or lower level demonic entities. All right, to be performing those left-handed miracles.
Yeah. Conjuring up.
There ain't no. Most High said, "Suffer thou not a witch to live." The hell out of here, man. The Most High gonna fucking kill all these damn witches and warlocks. All right, and wicked among our people, man.
Put her hand up.
And remember, they know enchantment against Jacob. You can't say nothing against me or enchant us or put up a sacrifice. It's going to have an effect on the Lord's elect. All right? Go ahead.
So in Matthew 24, verse 6, it says, "And shall hear of wars and rumors
See, it's
of
been a little
wars."
while since we've been on the highways, and there's so many spirits that need to be cursed the hell out, man.
Right, they gotta get rebuked in the city.
And so far, we've been rebuking everything.
Yeah.
It's in a total spirit of rebuke.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, backs up, Philly.
God.
Backs up,
Yeah,
Philly.
see?
And let's get
Who
back to
won that?
grabbing a bite together again. Look at that. See?
Yeah, who won that? Jake. Light-skinned
Yeah.
Jake.
Right.
Mixed up.
You want to go back to normality so badly.
Yeah.
There's your option. Backs up.
This continues to get worse.
It's
Yeah,
Matthew-
right. Max that thing up.
Yeah. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Says, "You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom."
Your brothers can break it down.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Read that again. Start again.
It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars."
Yeah. So you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Now this is one of the big signs of Yahweh Shai coming back. Now you got a lot, of course, of that with right now with I think the whole issue between in Afghanistan, the troops, American troops, and different, of course, of the American allies leaving out of Afghanistan. All right, you have it where, of course, that them leaving out of that place, that believe that what to be taken over more by these different
Taliban
groups, as they would say, Taliban, Al Qaeda,
Right.
and all this other stuff. Even though most of them groups, actually, you can link them back to
Right, but
America.
they were trained.
Right.
They were trained by American.
Right,
American
for
soldiers.
different proxies and
Yep.
stuff like that. America done left all that, most of that equipment, different, all sorts of stuff. All right, to these people. What do you think they're gonna end up doing with that when you have blown up and destroyed their country?
Right.
They're gonna come back and retaliate.
Yeah, you left
all
it.
right?
You left it in a state of desolation.
Right. You still have it to this day. Of course, North Korea, let the weak say they're strong, and beating their prunicooks, their plowshares, and making them into swords, roughly
Right.
paraphrasing. You have it that North Korea has done another. They did a short-range missile test, but they've been doing different missile
Yeah.
tests and such. All right, in provocation. All right, to what? Tell, of course, a message to America that we're not, of course, gonna stop our nuclear programs. All right, we're gonna continue to, of course, build them up. All right, so if you want to, of course, challenge us, we, of course, have some type of deterrent. All right, we can shoot back what you shoot at us.
Right.
All right, where in times past, America is that, you know what I mean? Which there still is that superpower with their hegemon. But of course, you have it, these hosts of these other nations, such as Russia, China, North Korea.
Right, because America still
Right.
holds a great deal of influence
That's
over
right.
the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna come back and fight. All right, and like I said,
Economically,
sure.
financially, and militarily,
That's
they're
right.
still a very major stronghold.
Yes,
That's why
right.
these nations can't, even though they're puffing, they can't just go and take America on
Yeah.
head first.
Okay.
You know?
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Because America plays a great part in prophecy of not only being destroyed, but sending missiles too. You know?
That's right. Yeah.
But America has significantly been weakened and put these nations in yet straits, but also in a point of advantage. Like the brother quoted, "Let the weak say that I am strong," and they're becoming stronger because they're turning away from the dollar. That's another big thing that's causing economic strain and really military tension. Okay, because you got more nations that are refusing to use the dollar. Okay, and that's more recent news that they're totally withdrawing from using the dollar bill. All right, which is going to cause problems really for America. All right, it's going to cause problems for America. They counting on these nations to buy up those dollar bills and use it to buy their oil.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you have something called the petrodollar.
Yeah.
But if they stop using it, then that money, all right, is going to be inflated. All right, you want too much in the system.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what's been going on, man.
And it's going to cause the value of the dollar, all right, to go down. All right, because they're not using the money no more. They're not buying it up. All right. And that's all they're doing. They're constantly printing money. All right. Which is just devaluing the purchasing power. That's what we're seeing. And that's another thing people forget. It's happening. There's a huge disruption in the supply chain, and then on top of it all, the items that you're accustomed to purchasing have gone up exponentially. Beef, chicken, all right.
Crazy, everything.
For y'all that eat pork,
Yeah.
it's gone up dollars. Okay, and again, it's because the value of the currency is continuing to go down. The purchasing power is going down, man. Right, and I believe, Apostle taught. He always taught that we're going to see inflation, but we're going to see hyperinflation.
Right.
We're going to see different stagflation, but then you have hyperinflation, and we're seeing different examples of each. Okay.
And it says $1 in the 1800s is worth $21 today.
Damn. $1 is worth in the 1800s. If it was today,
$21.
$21, man, like a 20, having a week 20 and such.
It says a dollar today only buys 4.6% of what it could buy back then.
Right.
Wow.
You
4.6%. A dollar could have got you anything, but today it's only 4.6% of what it could have got you back then. The 1800.
Remember, America's already admitted that there is. The Federal Reserve already admitted that yes, there is a percentage of inflation that we're experiencing right now. But they're playing it down as if it's low numbers. But yes, we have an increase in inflation right now. But they're not being honest about the numbers. But they've already admitted that. Okay? And a lot of the world is experiencing inflation, bro. All right? What's that? What was that recently? Cuba? Where basically they were experiencing a crisis with their money system.
Oh yeah, well they got of course the different the embargo.
Right.
They have an embargo, and
I believe at one they were actually starting to use Canadian money. That's how worthless that their money was. But the Canadian had a little bit more purchasing power. A brother looked that up real quick. The money crisis in Cuba. Because that was something that more recently happened, where bags of rice were going for $5,000, $10,000. Bro, imagine that. That's literally hyperinflation.
Yep. And that plays Cuba in itself already. Like I said, it's an embargo. I mean, it's a block on them receiving certain goods and stuff.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Cuba.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of the different, in Cuba they be driving old cars from the 70s, fixing them up and stuff. Them lower, I forget them type of cars and stuff, but it's hard to get a lot of the different goods and stuff in Cuba. But Cuba, economic.
Or you could type in inflation in South America and just see what it might give you.
Okay.
But continue to read Matthew 24. Shai, you can you were reading, right? Who was reading Matthew?
He was reading.
Yeah, I was reading Matthew.
Yeah, who was ever reading, continue to read.
Yep, Matthew 24 and 5. Verse 6, I'm sorry. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right. That's a lot. It said that nation shall rise against nation. We've been seeing that, of course. All right. America, China. All right. Of course, America, Russia. All right. North Korea, as I mentioned.
You got Australia in protest. China's in protest. Canada, protests. If I didn't say it, Australia.
Yeah.
Right?
You did.
France. And then America, we're seeing also protests, either against Biden, against being forced to take the jab.
Yeah.
So that's kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation.
Right. The scripture say a kingdom that's divided amongst itself, you can't stand.
Can't stand.
Satan against Satan.
You have anything on that, Yeshai?
So,
you do?
Of course this place is going to fall. You know what I mean? As the scriptures say, I've seen Satan, which is speaking about Esau, Edom, all right, the enemy and adversary, all right, the physical counterpart, all right, falling from heaven from rulership like lightning.
Yes,
All right?
sir. That's funny. That's I just had
Yeah.
Isaiah the 14th chapter.
Yeah, yeah. And,
I just had that,
hey,
brother. I
yeah,
just
we
had
gotta
that.
go into it. A lot
Yeah.
of these jakes
I
don't
just-
understand Lucifer.
Yeah.
What it's talking about.
That's cause
You
they don't
know what I
understand.
mean?
They don't because they don't have faith.
Yeah.
Earlier, that's basically what we're getting ready to go into.
Con.
How faith is a gift.
That's right.
Right. We operating under. It says that wisdom is too high for a fool.
That's
You want to know
right.
why? Because wisdom is operating on a different frequency.
Right.
So so the Lord gave us the ability to tap into that energy because of that grace through faith. All right, our spirits have been stirred up. All right, our pure minds have been stirred up through the Spirit of the Lord. All right, we've been literally given the Spirit of the Lord, so we can see these things with our minds. We're able to tap into that energy. All right, so you got that little bit of information? Okay, yeah. We don't got to get too into it, but just to make the example.
Con. So this
Always
is
have a reference.
yeah, Con. So this is an article from Bloomberg.com, and the title says Cuba's protest fan.
What's the date on that?
July 14th, 2021.
Okay, good.
It says Cuba's protest fanned by worst economic crisis since fall of USSR, and then it says economic slump. Says the pandemic devastated the island's economy as tourism dried up. The economy shrank 11% in 2020. According to Economy Minister Alejandro Gil, its deepest slump since the early 1990s, when the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe had deprived the nation of allies and trade partners. Says in response, the government this year ended many subsidies.
See, Esau is responsible for all this. Esau weakened the nations.
Right.
All right?
Oh, yeah.
He exploited the governments. He's exploited the resources because none of these Southern American countries should be poor.
No. All that
They
resources.
are nutrient
Rich.
and mineral and resource rich. All right?
Okay.
Minerally rich. All right? Nutrient. Filled with that land is filled with. First of all, a lot of these different products that we get, maca and all that comes out the Amazon rainforest.
Yes.
These
Acai
motherfuckers go over there
berries.
and they destroy the villages. They corrupt the minds of the people and they steal their goods. So you got that little fly on you. You got it.
Oh, that's that. Get him out of here.
Lantern fly.
Hold up, man. I gotta get him out of here.
But that's a prime
Same
example.
thing with the coffee bean too. That's like a.
Oh yeah, Colombia,
Yeah. Yep.
right? Colombia, Nicaraguan coffee,
Yep.
right? All the finest coffees come from Southern America, all right? And the precious metals too. So there's no reason for this. But because of the way that Esau governs the world, the whole world has been weakened economically, militarily, when you get deeper into it. But now here's the thing. Why is this? Why is Manasseh, the Manassites, experiencing such a great economic crisis? Because this is a prelude for the world. Esau is weakening the nations economically and making them poor by design so that they can accept the beast or the image,
Right.
all right, the mark.
Yes.
That's what this to summarize it in short, okay, is they're setting up the world to accept the NWO, the UBI, and the MOTB. That's what it is. That's what the prophecy is. That's why we're seeing these things happen not only in Cuba, but in America and other places around the world. Everybody forgets about the different bailouts that happened years ago with Greece, all right, and all these different countries.
Oh, yeah.
The IMF was bailing these countries out like crazy because the banks were failing. Everybody forgets about the economic crisis that happened between 2008 and 2009 with the housing market, okay, and then the financial institutions going under.
Yeah.
A lot of these corporations, the only reason why they've maintained themselves is because they've gotten more money, more loans, more debt that they can't afford to pay back. That's the thing. This whole structure is getting ready to implode in on itself because it's not real money. There's no value in this dollar bill. All right? There's no value. The dollar is a measurement of what? It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. And people get it twisted when they think, well, you can purchase gold and silver with it. Yes, because it's a medium of exchange. But it by itself has no value.
That's right.
There's no value in it. Besides, the government says you
Legal tender.
right. It's legal
So
tender.
be true.
So be
Fiat
true. That's what
currency.
fiat means.
So be
Let it
true.
be thus or let it
Yeah,
be true.
God.
Literally.
Yep. Crazy.
You look at the biggest exports in every country, you know, and like you got raw sugar as an export.
Right.
You got a lot of copper in like the Southern America. electricity, cars, right? Insulated wire, bananas, right? Those are all like goods.
And remember, that's how that's how these nations got rich. Like for the ones that have wealth, for the ones that gotten these different loans and money, right, from the Central Reserve banking system, they all sold out, okay, and made arrangements and agreements, right, to sell their products to America, which is a consumer nation. See, America don't produce anything. So if the resources from around the world get cut off, there's no supply coming in. And that's what happened. Through this pandemic, there were not supplies coming in. There was metal shortages, which there still are, right? Aluminum, copper,
the chip shortage,
right?
silicon
Yeah, exactly. Materials to make different electronic chips for cars, and it has many uses. Those chips have many uses. So they were seeing a short supply. So what did that mean? That meant because it become a little scarce, prices skyrocketed for everything. All right. And that's another example of how everything is getting ready to implode. But then Esau gonna come and he gonna try to manipulate you when you're at a weak point, right? You're gonna feel that pinch, and he's gonna set a new standard, which is gonna be that MOTB. We're gonna supply you with relief. That's what he did when they shut down all these businesses. We're gonna give you relief. But you gotta mask up.
Lockdown measures.
Right, you got lockdown, you gotta mask up. All right? And now, if you want those same benefits, you have to be jazzed. You wanna go see a concert, you wanna go to this coffee shop, right? You wanna go to this restaurant, you gotta prove that you've gotten it, all right, through the pass.
Yes, the health passes. They got different, and then you upload them to these, the various
I remember
apps.
that.
Right.
Remember that demon?
What's that one?
That fucking demon.
I don't
Remember
know.
he was going crazy the one time?
Oh, that's him? Oh, that's him? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the
getting
one.
in brothers' faces
Yeah.
and fucking snapping out.
Yeah, that's him. He
Yeah.
by himself, he don't got his girl.
Yeah.
He by that girl. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yo, I got a precept.
But yeah, I mean, we said a lot. So one thing that we left off was about how nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, right? And that these were the beginning of sorrows. So the little bit of hurt that these people have felt, whether they lost their jobs, lost their business, ended up on unemployment, struggling even more, psychologically not, mentally ready to go back to work or even want to work anymore, right? The fun, the mirth is gone, bro.
Yeah.
The mirth is gone.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning of sorrows, and people are already significantly depressed, right?
Yeah, people.
It's about to get a whole lot worse.
Yeah, losing it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You're seeing people lose it even more.
Yeah, they just snapping.
Every day, right?
They're snapping out. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, I mean, we can. I was gonna get this real quick, and then I guess we can get Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Isaiah 19:1.
Yeah.
The burden of Egypt, behold.
Egypt is America.
Right, and we went into that up there when we were at the other camp.
Okay.
All right, that America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Right now, Egypt is a Greek word that means bondage. This is where America's keeping the Israelites in captivity. All right, in straits. Okay, so this is that same spirit. Not to mention, they have the Washington Monument, and at the top is a pyramid. Right?
Yeah.
The monument is, remember, the word monument it means to remember something.
Yeah.
They're remembering the spirit of Egypt.
Right.
Okay? That's one of many examples. They practice, they profess their sin as Sodom.
Yeah.
Right? They hide it not.
Yeah.
Yo, they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. That's what you have in America, man. These motherfuckers really do believe in fucking these different genders. All right, being non-binary, not being conformed to any gender. Biology no longer has a place, at determining what sex you are, right? Masculinity and femininity is all of a sudden a social construct. These people gotta fucking pay, man. These people are totally wicked. They're totally demonic. They're totally bugged out and confused, man. You gonna say something?
No, it's gotten so bad. It almost seems as if it's a requirement that every single TV show and every single movie has a homosexual.
You got 12, 13-year-old girls talking about they're bisexual, man.
Right.
This place gotta fucking go, man.
Right. I'm gonna say this.
Little ass girls and little boys talking about they're bisexual. They're gender neutral. They're gender fluid. This place is fucking demonic, man. You can't raise offspring in the righteousness of the Lord in this country because America perverted everything. Remember it said that the brother read, "Arise ye depart, for this is not your rest. For it's polluted and it shall destroy you." And look at the minds of our people. Totally destroyed, man. Totally perverted. Our people are perverted, bro. All right? I mean, they've gone away from what is right. They've gone away from the truth. Salaki, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, I had something, yeah, real quick. You know, this one, I mean, like we talking on the whole Sodom and all of that, and that whole spirit being in America and stuff. Now that's a heavy, you know, the scriptures talk about also in Isaiah, I think the 19th chapter, the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of thee. All right, now, you have it where, yo, this one band, it was when I was younger, you probably know them, Tegan and Sarah.
Okay, yeah, I do. The female group.
Yes, yeah, Tegan and Sarah. Now, Tegan and Sarah was this group. Yeah, they
were like acoustic, like more acoustic, like.
Yeah, but yeah, they different.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know,
no,
like
I'm familiar with the name. I'm familiar with the name.
Yeah, kind of popish and stuff. Now it was two girls and stuff, right? Now. I go, you know, say for example, I was just reminiscing, checking my iPod out and stuff, my old iPod, playing different tracks and seeing in different things and stuff. Now I look, I Shazammed it, which is just an app you can identify different music. All right, I end up seeing it, which these were just two chicks and stuff, but you know, it was kind of strange. You know, it's just two chicks and stuff as a band, but they were like, you know, you could tell there's something different about them because of that genre.
Right.
They ended up basically they pushing that whole you know, being like a pretty much like a you know, the androgyny type deal.
Right, androgynous.
You got her one looking like a boy and the other one looking like a girl. You know, but you know both it's mixed up confusion and stuff.
Right. That's the thing. You have a lot of men who've been so effeminized. They've taken on the characteristics of a female. So they're trying to divide that line between male and female, right? And proper union between men and women, as well as their roles that complement one another. They're trying to totally dissolve that, which is very profane. All right, out of the temple, where does the spirit dwell? In your mind. We are the temple, and the Lord said that spirit cannot dwell within a malicious soul. The word malicious means to have ill will or ill intent, and so they got our people literally thinking that this is the right way. All right, no, we are being prejudiced. We're being derogatory because we don't believe in these wicked acts. No, you're the abominable one in the sight of the Heavenly Father. You're the one going off and spreading confusion and sowing discord, man. You're the one doing those wicked acts, and you're going to have to pay for it, man. You're going to be recompensed upon your own head for these wicked ways, man, that you put on our people. And our people ate it up, man. They ate up this wickedness like fruit, man.
Yep. Exactly. That's right.
And you're going to have to pay. But that's right. And they're not the only ones, man. You got a lot of rock stars and even Jake. What do? They wear these tight-ass clothes.
Yeah, the skinnies.
They be wearing makeup, eyeliner, eyeshadow.
Yeah, all of that. That's the new thing.
You know?
Painting their nails black. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they recently had some kind of event, I think Met Gala. I don't know if it's like some kind of fashion thing. The damn dude, Russell Westbrook, is wearing a damn skirt.
Right.
That dude's a damn...
That's a football player, right?
No, he's a basketball player.
Sorry.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, God, this dude's wearing a damn skirt. Trying to push that damn wicked vibration onto our people.
Yeah.
You know, the scripture says a man's not supposed to wear that which pertains to a woman.
Right.
So that's a wicked act. That dude's a damn closet homo.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though he has a wife and children.
Right. But that's the new vibe, man.
Right. And Jake has been used to make it more appealing, to popularize it. Right.
Yeah.
That's considered making a fashion statement.
Aye.
You know, as opposed to doing something that's degenerate or that's wicked.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, there was a time where because people are so desensitized. People have been basically, you know, exposed to this behavior for so long, they don't even really think much about it no more. You see a guy in the dress. I mean, of course, for us, it's like, God damn, this place is demonic.
Yeah.
But for somebody else, they're not taken back by that. It's just like normal. They don't even bat an eye or turn their heads or nothing. They don't turn their heads. They just keep walking like it's all normal. That's how we got to get delivered out of this place, man. This place is fucking demonic. And I know, look, we riled up in the spirit right now because it's been a little while since we've been downtown because we've been in an undisclosed location. But you know, hey, it's all got to come out. You know, so you got to excuse our French.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
our
Pastor,
Sudanese,
yeah.
our patois, whatever you want to call it. Our Swedish.
Yeah, God.
Okay, but the truth is still coming out. So if you're offended by harsh words,
Yeah.
okay,
Don't we be rooted? As
right,
Paul said.
then you gotta turn the channel, man.
Yeah, get on something else.
All right.
Listen, cover your ears.
Yeah, the Lord is gonna do way worse than say some mean words. All right, the Lord gonna be putting people to death.
Why you guys gotta cuss all the
Yeah.
time? Because
Guys-
we in the spirit and we have a great passion and it comes out this way.
That's what I said.
We just gotta say it the way it's coming out because, hey, we use them words because it's emphasis. You know? Go ahead.
Time. Time. You got a precept too?
It's Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. Says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor,
Right.
but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Right, man. Yeah, go.
Yeah, kind of like the brothers were saying. Esau, you know, our people have a righteous spirit within them. Says the scripture says that they have a zeal of the heavenly Father, but not according to knowledge. Right? They have a righteous spirit. It says Jacob was a plain man.
Yeah.
Dwell up in
Yeah,
secret.
kind.
Right. Now the word plain means to have integrity,
Yes.
honesty.
Dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the brothers was going into, Esau uses, you know, these people, these Israelites in high positions to push out this wicked vibration, such as a man wearing skirts.
Right.
You know, you got Dwayne Wade, he's painting his toenails, putting it on Instagram. He got his son talking about something. He identifies as a woman
Oh,
or as a
Zaire?
girl. Yeah,
Zaire,
kind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zaire, he been identified. He a boy. He not Isaiah.
yeah.
That's a feminine name.
Yeah, they used Will Smith's son to push out Jada Smith to push.
No, go ahead.
But, yeah, to push out that wickedness. The dude was wearing dresses, Young Thug. That's countless
Young
examples.
Thug wear purse,
Yeah,
purse.
purses,
They
wearing
said it was
dresses.
a merce at first, right? But it's just a purse.
Yeah,
Right.
God.
About some, oh, this is a male purse. Men wear book bags.
Right.
Put a book bag on, man. That's it. I ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
If I see a dude walking down the street with a purse, I'm gonna be shocked.
Right.
I am.
Right.
Oh, it's Gucci though. Man, fuck up.
Right.
That's that vanity here,
Yeah,
man.
men carry knapsacks to travel and all that, but there's a different vibration between that and a purse.
God.
That's the thing. It's a different energy. It's a different vibration.
That's right.
And that's what Esau is trying to make you believe doesn't exist. That's why what I was going to add to your point, brother, was that they'll by design make men get into fashion that's more feminine, but then they'll say, no, that's they, them.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
There is no male and
That's-
female.
Oh, yeah,
no
that's
more.
a new
It's
thing.
they, them. It's
Yeah.
not male and female. See, again, that's
Demi
that's
Lovato.
that witchcraft.
Yep. Demi Lovato.
That's that witchcraft, bro.
That's plural. They and
That's
them
literally
is
casting a
plural.
spell on somebody.
Right.
Because you're thinking in your mind, well, wait, no, it's masculine and feminine. That's what the Most High created. Male and female created he, them. Esau coming saying, no, it's they, them, because there isn't just male and female, there's multiple. But then they can't tell you. They just make shit up.
Yep.
But then the thing of it is they're pushing either a masculine or feminine vibration on both of the only two genders.
Right.
So that's total fucking confusion. That is total confusion.
God.
And our people is still eating it up though.
Yep. Eating it up, man. In tight.
Yeah, they're not acting like some brand new creature.
Right.
They either act like a man or they act like a woman. Yeah.
God. Crazy. Oh yeah.
So the ways of the wicked seduceth them.
Seducing them, yeah. You know what I mean? So a lot of our people, like I said, man, they look at the wicked and stuff, especially, you know, our poor Jake be sitting in the hood, eat oodles and noodles, ain't got shit. Sitting there, ain't got nothing, a pot to piss in. You know what I mean? They'll literally go, oh, you know, Jake be talented, they can do different things.
Right.
They come out, do different things, meet certain people, and then what they do? They of course seek, what? They seek getting a record deal. But what they have to do? They have to sacrifice their integrity.
Right.
But it's the wicked that seduced them.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, because
You know what I
Jake
mean?
don't want to suffer.
God.
So Esau offers them, you know, different opportunities,
Aye.
you know, money, and you know
Fame.
Jake falls for it. But like the brother said, it comes at the cost of your soul.
That's right.
In other words, you have to do and fulfill the works of evil in order to participate in that opportunity.
Right.
And they don't realize that the fashion of this world is going to pass away. It's not going to continue like this forever. All right? The Lord, I'll get Job 14
Oh yeah.
and 5.
Okay.
Remember, this ain't going to continue. And we seen that very end of it. like the apostles or the elders and the apostles were saying on the Day of Atonement stream, specifically the elders out in Connecticut, right, with Apostle Rakah, Elder Menatazak, Elder Tazadakba, right? Elder Ibad was out there, Elder Sakaran. They were going into how it's not coming, the chip ain't coming, it's here.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here, and that's
got
it. We at the door now
Yeah.
of this thing. And it's about ready to fucking blow wide open, bro. Right? This thing about to bust wide open, man.
God.
Because it's all, you know, dramatically, you know, it's like a balloon being filled up, man. You know? Before you know it, that thing is about to burst.
Yeah.
All right? And that's literally what we're seeing. Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Ooh. Yeah, man, said that this man's days are determined, man. It's with the Most High. So Esau, Edom, he has no control, which is the so-called white man today. He has no control over how long his rulership is going to be. That's all determined by Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? So, as what the Lord revealed unto his servants the prophets, the Lord gave us different signs and wonders. He gave us prophecies, what we're supposed to look for to be able to tell, hey, Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's coming back for his deliverance and also to bring down the dominion of Esau, Edom.
Right.
All right, this beast system, all right, do NATO and the EU. All right? So go ahead.
Yeah, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And that was representative of how Yahweh, all right, or the Israelites, because Jacob, all right, his name was changed to Israel, Yasha Allah, all right, Prince of the Power, and he was the progenitor of the 12 tribes, and we're the next to rule. We're going to be the one to take, okay, how are we the opposite of the KKK?
Huh?
First of all,
Wait,
what's a white person?
Yeah, what's a white person? You're not
Okay,
white.
well that, so you're a self-proclaimed
Come here.
white, you're
Come
let it
here.
go.
Come
You're a
here.
self-proclaimed white person.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hear the matter first before you judge, my man. You don't know what's going on out here.
Nah.
That's why you a bump.
Yeah.
Because you don't know nothing.
Right.
If you knew better, you would literally have your situation set straight. All right?
It says worse than death to live a beggar's life.
How about this? Put your leg between your legs and kiss your own ass.
Right.
All right?
Huh? I can't hear that. Yo, that sign is white.
Goodbye.
That sign is white on your with the black writing.
He got the teeth for Tom moves.
Yeah, put it next to your skin and see what color you really are.
That white Jesus ain't
Red.
like the devil.
Go ahead. But anyway, that's a low level one. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He just messes around. But yeah, going back to the spirit. All right.
Pairs with some damn KKK. The KKK is a fucking bunch of
Oh,
degenerates.
hold up. They got bodies on them.
Right.
None of us here's a part of course, Great Millstone got bodies on us on the record as what?
Ain't they still around?
Huh? The KK? Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's secret. You know, they try to be, but it's over and covert.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead.
Because you got a lot of entities within America that have, you know, white supremacists, you know, within the police, within the government. You know, so they're all over the place. They're in high levels and low levels of society.
Right.
But we're not worried about that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We're not worried about that. All right. All we worried about is prophecy. But then you ain't gonna compare us to some degenerate ass group.
Right.
This is the righteousness of the Lord that you're dealing with. We're the kingdom of the Most High.
Right.
That's what we're talking about, man. A kingdom, because this is a worldwide situation. Okay. The influence of the Israelites and this truth has gone throughout the four corners of the world.
Yep.
And what did the Lord say when the gospel would reach the four ends of the world?
Then the end
Then
shall
the end shall come.
Right.
There's a full transition.
Right.
All right?
We're on the side where the marshals is.
Not some fucking wicked ass group that
Right,
participates in fucking incest
Yeah.
and all this other demonic ass shit. Talking about they're the superior ass race, which they got that Aryan shit from the East Indians any
Yeah.
goddamn way.
Yeah, that's-
They didn't come up with that.
Stole that. Yep.
All right, they stole that.
Exactly.
Which that's the whole MO of the Edomite. He steals everything.
That's right.
All right. But everything is going to be put in its proper order under the Israelites
Yeah.
when Yahweh sends Yahushai back with the holy angels with him.
Right, the covering.
This is about the coming of our Lord, man.
Right.
The coming of Yahushai, bro. And he going to subdue all kingdoms. So I'm going to get back to this. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born to him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. We already broke that down. It represents that Jacob is going to be the one to take Esau out of power. Is the Israelites not the weapon?
Of the Most High.
Exactly.
His
With the
weapons
battle
of
axe and
war,
weapon of
battle
war.
axe.
He's going to use us to take out the remnant of the Edomite dominions, all right, after the missiles drop, bro. Okay? And ultimately, the ultimate Israelite is Yahushua anyways. And he going to be the one to take the Edomite out of power. All right? He going to wound him greatly within the missiles. You know, but it's going to be our job to go and round up the remnants of Edomites.
Yeah, put them in a pit.
Right.
Yeah, they're nobles. They're various noblemen, right? We're going to put them and bind them with fetters of iron.
Right. For Esau is the end of the world,
Right.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, so Esau is the end of the world, the end, of course, of this age of rulership right now. Esau is in his heaven, all right? And the Lord's going to take down this man, of course, all right? Through, of course, his angels, him coming back himself, all right?
Right.
His angels, and of course, through spiritual power, his intervention, the Lord lifting up a standard, okay? His people are also going to rage, of course, his vengeance, all right? His wrath. As the scriptures say, we wait ye on the Lord till he rise to the prey. So we're not just going to go out and just go and take this government down. We need the Lord.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
another thing. A lot of you people out there that just see us out here and stuff. You thinking that we gonna just go and take up and we did like the KKK. The KKK actually go up and show up to people's houses.
Right.
And actually drag them the hell out and put them on a tree.
That's why.
Us mostly. Go ahead.
Right, that's why I said we're not going to do anything until Yahushua
Yeah.
ultimately wounds this man. Because
right.
he's the ultimate Israelite,
That's right.
right?
That's right. The Judah. Yeah. The lion.
He the one actually coming to weaken Esau and give us the advantage over him, and then that's when we're going to get busy.
That's right.
But we're not going to do this on our own accord,
That's right.
all right?
Yeah.
There's no plot to take this man down.
Yeah.
What you see us doing is our action, or is our course of action,
Yeah.
teaching the truth. That's what you see us doing, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But eventually, we know, Esau, we know what you're going to do. You're going to outlaw the Bible. You've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, that's why you shut down brothers' channels who encourage the use of herbs
and
prayer.
God.
That ain't the devil for you.
God.
If not, where and who is he, man? My brother, you just gotta listen, man.
Come on.
Just gotta listen. All right.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17, and hold on, because there's a lot that we can get into. Before I read anything, does a brother have anything? Y'all brothers have anything?
I got something too. Yeah, go
All right,
ahead. Go ahead.
all right.
No, and then he got something too. Go ahead. Read yours.
Isaiah 59 and 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey.
Right. Yeah. So we make, of course, ourselves a prey. You know what I mean? Which, you know, a predator would go and get the prey. All right. Esau, Edom would be, of course, a predator and taking us as the prey. All right. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Us. It also is a scripture that tell you that basically about basically if you teach your sons how to do right, it grieveth the enemy. It's a precept, brother, that you probably find in the Apocrypha. Get that if you can to the precept. But we are a prey, you know what I mean? So most people, of course, they as you see, they're attacking us really. And like the chief one being Esau Edom. All right? Okay? They don't like us actually turning, of course, what? An image of righteousness. We're having, of course, being clothed with the garments of righteousness, this truth. All right? They actually want us to be in a lower state, docile. Right? The guy looked at me weird, you know what I mean? Because what? Right. Look, I got a garment on, you know what I mean? I'm preaching the Bible. I'm out here on the highways and hedges. He might be an Edomite, And he's like, why is they out here? It's all biblical prophecy. We move it in faith. All right? Go ahead. That's another sign of us being the Israelites. You don't see no groups of Edomites out here preaching.
Right.
Right? You see Israelites. All right? Whether they have their original hue or not. Okay? Because you have Israelite foreigners. You have so-called, of course, you have, as is described in the scriptures, as a speckled bird. All right? Variegated, coming in different appearances and such. That's how far out the Lord is. Okay? The Lord, Yahweh Shem outside, you know, it's like as if he's concealing the identity of a Hebrew Israelite, which come in all sorts of appearances. Okay? Right. So you could be a Hebrew Israelite and not look like a so-called black, Latino, Native American. Look up your history. Right. All right? You know? Because a lot of people, they think this is some just, they hate so-called white men. You got Israelites, you got on the hedges that look like so-called, white men or whatever. Right. But they Israelites. They lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Get it right. Okay, go ahead. Oh, you had the other precept? You had the other precept? Go ahead.
Sirach?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sirach 30:3. Yep. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Right. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Like I said, our apostles and our elders, of course, have woken us up. All right. Starting, of course, Shalom. Khan, Shalom. Yeah. Starting with starting with, of course, Abba Bivens and such, which was we believe the spirit, of course, was Elijah, John the Baptist, Elijah coming back in the reincarnation. Absolutely. All right, turning back the hearts to their children, which we should get it. Malachi, real quick, because that's important. You know what I mean? So you can get understanding through thy precepts. We get the understanding and such. All right. So we gotta know. Oh, why is Esau Edom so angry? Of course, and why is it grieving him? It's because the Lord actually do prophecy. Woke up, of course, one of our forefathers, and that stemmed all the way down to our apostles now. All right, brothers out there compelled to go out on the streets and preach.
That enmity actually goes back even further than that.
Right. Go ahead.
Because the Lord set the serpent against the woman.
Right.
Going back to the Garden of Eden.
Right.
Eden.
Yes.
All right. That's why we understand that the same spirit in the devil today is that old, because the scriptures tell you that old serpent, okay, the devil who deceiveth the whole world.
Right.
Okay. That same spirit that was in the garden is the same spirit that's in Esau today. All right. And he's up to his same old tricks, because the ultimate goal is for him is to deceive the Israelites. Because why? The influence that he holds over the Israelites is what is allowing him to be in power. That's why he wants to get to the elect. That's why he wants to jab everybody up. That's why he wants to kill the God gene. That's why he wants to disconnect us as his people, okay, the Lord's people, from our power. All right. Now he's doing that because the pride within his heart has deceived him. It says that his pride and his terribleness has deceived him. And you got to put it into perspective. This man for hundreds of years has been able to go over to different countries and totally destroy them without any type of repercussion. Not any real repercussion. They might talk about it on a council, on a board of councils, but nothing actually ever happens. Nothing ever gets done. So this man has been for all these years able to take out all their enemies, subdue Israelites. So yeah, they're built up in their mind that who's going to take us down? We got the military, we got the economic influence, right? We have the central banking system, so who's going to take us out? So that's the mentality of the Edomite. They think that nobody can take them out of power, all right? But that's why the Lord said, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee. But that same serpent that you see working today through the Edomite is the same spirit that was in the garden. All right, and the woman is the same spirit of the Israelites, okay? That's representative of us. And the serpent is angry with the woman. The serpent is constantly trying to pursue the woman. All right?
That's right.
And see, our people are compared to a silly woman, bro.
Right, that's right. Yeah, And look, a serpent sets up traps.
Right, and that's it. That's just it. He's the fowler.
Right. You go into it. Remember, when you go into that word nachash or serpent, snake, which it goes into one who practiced divination.
Right.
So he trying to put all these different various enchantments on what? The children of
Right.
Israel.
Right. And he does that through what? Philosophy.
That's right.
Through his philosophy, through
That's
his
right.
tongue.
Kind.
That's why the scriptures say that his tongue walketh the earth.
Yeah, that's a good precept.
You know, his tongue walketh the earth, meaning what? His philosophy,
Right.
his wisdom on the left,
Yeah, we got it.
right? What else does it say? That he frames mischief by a
deceit.
law.
Oh, yes, like so. Yep.
So he puts in these laws to force you to do things, all right, or you become subject to penalty. That's why we need to get this. We need to get the hell up out of here. All right, we need to be saved. We need a savior. You know, but you're not gonna get saved if you don't teach, right, according to the scriptures, man.
That's right.
But we said a lot.
But he got the Malachi, right?
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Oh, no, I didn't get it.
Oh, get it?
Well, you got to get it then.
Yeah, it's like, what, 4?
Got to get it. Got to
Yeah.
get it right now.
Like that.
Yeah, because the brother was going into basically, you know,
Like,
how this is all. This all really comes down to Esau, excuse me, and Jacob. And Esau, his belief is that his house shall continue forever. All right.
Psalm 49:11. Got it?
Verse 6.
Let me see. Yes.
Meaning his
Start at
rulership,
5,
you know, so
I
you can
think.
understand. He believes that his rulership and his dominion over the earth is going to continue on, you know, for 100 more generations, right? He like a point that we're making earlier, that these Edomites, basically, they put off the fact that they inherited benefits through what their forefathers done to our forefathers. They're the benefactors of slavery, okay? On a high level and a low level. Now, how do we know that? Because the number one cash crop at the time was cotton, okay? There was a huge industry. And that is how Esau got generational wealth. He passed that wealth from that time down, okay, to his offspring. That's how he built this industry off the Israelites, okay? Through cotton field, through sugar cane, okay? Through all the precious minerals of the earth that he made Israel go into the earth and reap, okay? To build his kingdom up. So there's a lot to it, man. But again, what we focusing on is how Esau, he can't get to the Lord's elect. You might do the 2/3, you might get to the majority of the wicked of our people, but you can't have the elect. The elect belong unto Yahushua. Go ahead.
Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send Elijah you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great day, of the great and dreadful day of the Lord Yahweh.
And the Lord, Slaki, and the brother already went into it, that the Lord sent Elijah the prophet, okay, which was for to come, which is Abba Bivens, all right? And through the Spirit of the Lord, he brought he's going to read it. Because everything I'm able to say right now is because of this prophecy right here. The brothers you see standing before you, all right? The brothers doing the videos, the brothers that are honestly worshiping Yahweh Shai and serving him, it's because of this prophecy right here. Read.
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children.
Right. So he of course changed what? The heart of the father to the children. All right. And you have it that, of course, because of Abba Bivens coming out on the scene, now, of course, you have Israelites, all right, or so-called News Latinos and Americans woke up to the actual fact that they actually
Ezekiel
are
37.
right Israelites, all right. Because if I stop any of these regular, Jake out here that's walking around, I ask them what their nationality is, they're gonna say I'm a black, I'm a Negro, I'm a Dominican,
Right.
I'm a Native American, Seminole Indian, you know what I mean? But they're not gonna claim, of course, their actual biblical nationality.
They'll claim to be a Moor.
Yeah, I'm actually Islam. I'm like, that's not.
I haven't heard in a while, but 5%.
Right, yeah, the 5%er.
We used to get that back in the day.
Yeah, they hold themselves in that esteem.
Right.
Of being in
But
that.
they ain't a nationality.
Right,
All right. No more than a color is.
right. You got them dudes, they're like, I still can't find out who wrote the Bible. It's we already said it. Holy men that were inspired by the move by the Lord.
Right.
Duh. Go ahead.
But then here's the crazy part.
Huh?
Jake's gonna say something
Jay
like that,
Marvin's
but then
that
all the
dumbass.
information in all these other books, they were all published by men. But
Right.
you hold that in high esteem.
Right.
But when it comes to the word of God, and the prophet's telling you this word here was inspired by holy men, directly inspired from the Most High himself.
Yes.
Oh no. That's a man's book. That's a white man's book.
Right.
That man wrote that.
Okay.
He tinkered with it. He fiddled with it. It's not the real pure. Esau, Slakia. Well, hey, look, niggas on the fucking level as a heathen. And he comes to the Bible and comes to the scriptures. Jake is totally in rebellion.
Yep.
And that's per prophecy. That's per prophecy. But when it comes to the books of Esau, he holds that in high esteem. And that's the mind game that Esau, got our people in. You got to go to college. You got to go to a seminary school, right, to learn about the Bible. And this man don't know shit. Esau don't know nothing.
Yeah. Oh, keep going, Reed.
And the heart of the children to the fathers, least I come and smite the earth with a curse.
Right. The destruction. All right. And how about, so we as Job 8 and 8, get Job 8 and 8 real quick. Get Job 8 and 8 real quick. All right, and read it as soon as you got it. Yep. That's right. Got it. Read.
Job 8 and 8.
Right.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
Right. We gonna search. All right. Like I said, people look at us crazy because we got the garments on. They see we got precious stones. They see, of course, we got his brother got his full zaquin and full beard on his face. You know what I mean? We walk with a different type of a gait.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Different
spirit,
demeanor.
different demeanor. You know what I mean? How, of course, what the things we say out of our mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's very, of course, it's holy conversation. All right, and like I say, it throws off these people. All right, like you have it at my job and stuff. This one Benjamin, he a Christian, he into this whole thing. What is it called? Benjamin into the 7-day Adventist thing. And then, like, say for example, I be just breaking down little scriptures and stuff like that. But he say, "Missy man, you're real knowledgeable, and I can learn things from you." Even though this guy ended up taking a shot, even though I warned him, you know what I mean. But people can tell, definitely that something is different in us, and it's because we actually searched and inquired the way of our fathers. We looked and seeked in the Bible and learned, of course, through our apostles and elders waking up.
Right.
Our teachers are not removed onto the corner at all. They out here in the streets. You're going to see your teachers.
And that's
they're
the
going to
elect.
feed you. Yeah.
That's the elect.
The elect. It's the elect because it's all about the elect. It's not about 2/3 here in America. That's, okay, I know I'm an Israelite, and then they just regular in the world and stuff.
Right.
No, it's about those that's going to turn back to the Lord in spirit and truth. Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Jake, you got certain Jakes, they're worried about, those that are going to be destroyed. And the scriptures tell you to worry about, those that'll be saved.
Yeah, you have to get that.
And that's in the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make a quick little point.
Oh, sorry.
The brother's example that he gave is a perfect case of a simple-minded Jake. When you look at the word simple, it means to be very broad, right? Very open and wide. Now, what's the next scripture that comes to mind when you think of Jake being simple? The simple believeth every word. Now, what does the scripture say about the way of destruction? It's broad.
Oh yeah, broad is the way of
Broad is the way.
narrow. Yeah.
And many there be that go it through. So that's how you link those scriptures up. So when you say Jake is simple, that's what you're saying. He's able to take in all this information, right, and not be able to discern between it, and he ends up making the wrong decision. Whereas we take in the information and we narrow it down to what's absolute through the Most High. But Jake taking all this shit and then he's making all these.
You can walk by if you wish.
You go, man.
Yeah. No problem.
Right? Jake is taking in all this information and he don't know how to properly discern it. Even though, like he said, the brother told him what the right way was. But because Jake values the opinions of the enemy more than he values the truth, he's beholden to that judgment now. He took the damn sharat or the jab, and now he's gonna have to pay the penalty for it. And let's say that don't kill you. Well, because you're already in the mindset of refusing the truth, and because the Lord said, because you reject knowledge, I shall reject thee, you're more than likely gonna take the MOTB. What's preventing you from not taking it? Right? If you don't have the fear in the right things, all right, and you don't have the discernment of the Spirit, there's nothing stopping you from accepting it. Simple. Being broad, being wide, not being able to distinguish information properly. And that, like this, we just quoted it. And wide and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction. And many there be that go through. And we just might as well get it. Okay, let's go. Exactly. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Yeah, because this knowledge is eclectic. It's not for. It's for a few. Okay. It's for a few, for the Lord's elect. Beginning with the 144,000, and then of course the believers. Okay, which is that other multitude, which are Israelites. Go ahead, Al.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat."
Yeah, and you can break it down, right?
Yeah, it says, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go in thereat. Yeah, so you're not supposed to follow the masses. The majority of people, following after one another, following each other's examples, they're leading themselves to their own destruction. They want to follow these groups that got a lot of members, that get a lot of views. There's going to be a lot of people that's going with them, but you got to follow the few. Yeah. It says many are called, but few are chosen.
They say that many have been created, right?
Oh, yeah.
The world to come. We got to get it as just somebody. Brother, pull it up.
There's 9, I think.
All these scriptures got to come because we know in these times it's critical. To know, of course, who got the truth and who not. These things are distinguishing marks, all right? Which you can't ignore.
Right.
We can't ignore what the Lord has written. That's what most people have done. Most people ignore, of course, what the Lord has written, of course, speaking mainly to our people, which it matters to, all right? And that's why they're going to be destroyed, all right? It says that the Lord has a controversy with the land. It's because there's no truth or knowledge, basically, roughly paraphrasing. Hosea, I think it's Hosea or Amos 4:1. But yeah, you got the precept? Go ahead.
Second Ezra 8:1.
Right.
And he answered me, saying, "The Most High hath made this world for many."
Right. The Lord has made this world for many. Right? For many. As you can see, the many people walking about and stuff. You got the chick, she walking around in her fucking pleasure.
Yeah.
Tattoos, leggings, your whole body is out. You know what I mean? You're looking for all the attention and validation.
I don't know how to use it.
You know what I mean? Of course, men, these random men that they just look at you literally as a sex object. That's what this world, of course, is for. This world ain't for us. All right? This world is temporal here. Okay? Read that again and I'm going to go even more. Okay? As you see, most of these people walking about in ignorance. You don't know what's going on. Okay? You don't know that, of course, this government is about to literally destroy and run into your neighborhoods, and whether you got it in you or not, they gon' come, of course, and overthrow you. All right? Because there's a new world order agenda that there's a depopulation. The brother went down to the stones. He's seen it literally with his own eyes. I always remember that. Okay? With his own eyes, they of course declare it. They own mouth, as Psalm 64 tell you. Have told on themselves.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Second Ezra 8:1.
Right.
And he answered me, saying, "The Most High made this world for many, but the world to come for few."
Right. So the world to come, which is the world of Yahweh Shai, all right, and the elect, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that dominion, all right, which we gonna have all these people in subjection, right?
Is demonic.
That's for few. All right, that starts with your elect, 144,000
being naivety
of men, prophets. Then you of course have that great peaceable multitude behind that.
It's like,
all right,
go ahead. Niggas like this, man. His pants are all the way off this dude's air, around his ass. Like, come on, man. And he walking like.
Let me
go. Jake still don't know how to use a belt by now. Forget about it.
He just showing advertising his bum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is just go back to homosexuality.
Yeah. I mean,
they go back to prison.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know. Oh, but that's the style. Skinnies, and there be skinny jeans on top of that. I'm like, how you skinny?
But Jake want to be a god. Jake want to be a warrior. How the hell you gonna be a warrior? Your fucking ass, your whole ass is out, bro.
Look, I'm just gonna put. Like I always said, if I ever had a fight with a nigga that is dang, I'm just gonna go. I might just rip.
But that just proves that the destroyed.
I'm gonna sling you out the way, man. I'm gonna grab my single. So I can go ahead.
No. It just goes to show. It just goes to show the destroyed mindset that Jake is in.
Yeah. Well, it's like
they're not ready for the battle that's about. They're not ready for the war, man.
God.
Not ready for the war.
Right.
It's their freaking physical representation of their open mind. The They're wide gate, you know, they're
Spacious.
simplicity, right?
Yeah, they're naive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a narrow-minded man right there, man. That's an asshole, man. He don't, you know.
He don't regard that. He don't
Exactly,
look at himself
yeah.
as a nobility, a person of a high rank,
Right.
family,
Right.
okay? Which we are a holy people, okay?
Right.
See, when you're very open, which is pathak in the Hebrew,
Right. The
yeah,
open-minded,
you're enticed,
wide,
spacious, right?
spacious, right?
You letting any and everything into you,
Influence you.
influence you, right? Flow into you.
Yep.
You're supposed to have a filter.
Right.
Go ahead, Saki.
See, that's all it's spirit, man. See?
Chapter 16 and verse 22.
Oh, read that again and lift up that voice a little bit, my God. You hear that? These people need to hear. They stupid, man. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 22.
Right.
It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy."
Okay, Saki. Oh, read it again, Saki. Many, Saki, pardon. Hold up. 1 second. You got it.
Never fails.
Judgment going out.
Oh, that's crazy. I've been all day. Even around where I live at, it was like 2 ambulances going. But
Yeah, Saki.
this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 22. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine."
Right, famine. So many, of course, of these people are going to perish of famine. We see, of course, what? The various the breakage within the supply chain. All right, you see, of course, you got in California in different ports, goods just sitting in these shipping containers. All right, and then what? These various goods and stuff. A lot of these different merchandises where you could go in stores, where you were previously able to go in stores to get, you can't get them no more. Because what? Famine. The Lord is bringing forth his word. It's not coming back void. It's, of course, accomplishing that which the Lord willed it. Go ahead.
Then they had an incident of New York where it was a well-known, which is like a greeter.
Yeah.
That left people to the restaurant. So she asked them, did they have their papers that they was jazzed? You know what I'm saying? And then they start rumbling. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, so then that goes again, right? So he just said that literally, say a man in New York got where, the policy is, okay, in the inner certain businesses, you have to have a fully sharat. You got to have that experimental drug in you. You got to be sharpshooting. You know what I mean? Paul pierced up, right? So he said the person just asked of it. A rumble just came up. That's off of that. Right. That's it. So there you go. You have it where, as we keep talking, Egyptian versus Egyptian. Okay? There's a spirit of division out here. Variance. The scripture said that in the last day the Lord came to bring what? Division and not he came to bring variance, right? And a sword. Okay? Variance go into what? A difference of opinion. Most of these people have a difference of opinion. Some people believe in this this medicine. Some people believe in their government. All right? Some people don't. Most people are these days they're at a gray area. Okay? And people are angry. All right? And that's also prophecy. The Lord's stirring up the people, man. Okay, go ahead.
So it says, "And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy."
Right, so if you escape the hunger, then of course the sword, Esau, Edom gonna come in with his military and kill you. Which what it say in the scriptures? We gotta get the precept that says be killed by the sword than to die of hunger. Yeah, get that precept, Lord willing, brother, quick as possible, get it. And then, we'll go into like little cannibalism. Look, cannibalism is going to be a thing. That's going to be the end thing. So most of these people and these families and stuff that, they already hate each other and not because some of them are at variance, one over this whole, the jab thing, because some of them believe that what? Oh, if you don't have the jab, okay, you might be you know, potentially I can catch it from you. Well, why did the person take the jab anyway to begin with? Ain't your jab or your potion is supposed to protect you
It's
from...
supposed to protect you from contracting the so-called convict-19.
Right. Of 99 what point whatever efficacy of whatever
Right.
vax or yet you got?
Right.
How come you're so concerned about me then?
Right.
How come this whole thing didn't just go away already, man? With the percentages of that are continue to increase.
They don't even
amount
talk
of
about
people
herd immunity
that have it.
anymore.
Right. No. Oh no. Nobody talking about natural herd immunity or none of that. Okay. Nobody talking about. Yeah. Go ahead.
Even Edomites in the medical profession will tell you that nothing beats natural immunity.
Right.
When you have to induce immunity, it makes your immune system less capable of defending you against any type of virus or disease. That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact, man.
Right. Yep.
All right? And now your body builds a dependency on it.
Yeah.
All right? Whereas if you were to live a righteous, okay, and God-driven lifestyle according to the truth, right? You would be protected against these things, even if you do get sick. All right? Hey, we in this flesh, so we're gonna be subject to these things anyways.
Yeah.
But the Lord will remedy us so as long as we are faithful.
Right.
He's coming with healing. We need healing. You think we're gonna continue in this wicked ass, vexing ass world all, much longer? Hell no. Yo, I'm planning to get the hell up out of here before I get, to the 60s and 70s.
Meat, man. Lord willing, in 2-3 years, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
These
to
bodies ain't equipped to deal with this damn hell that we go through no more, man.
Right.
And the Lord said that this Edomite thing to wear out the saints of the Most High. We wore the fuck out, man. Hey, ain't nobody want to work. You're just doing it, man.
Right.
You're just doing it to get the fuck by,
Right.
man. But every day you come home and like, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here, bro.
God.
You need to pray the strength just to go to fucking work. And I'm not saying we're not fucking depressed because we happy. We know we win and we embrace the kingdom. It still don't stop the flesh from dragging you the fuck down. We need to shed this damn chain of darkness, bro. This thing is holding us back, man. Right. So, we want salvation, and that's why we so adamant about teaching this word. All right? Something that's really sticking with me very heavily right now. And I've heard it before, but it's just, when you hear something again and you hear a particular way, especially when the apostles speak it, it really hits you. He said, pursuant to Isaiah, right? The Lord's word does not come back to him void. So every time we speak this word, a piece of this man's kingdom goes down. That is powerful, man. That is so powerful. So now, I'm rejuvenated in the spirit of, look, if you embrace the kingdom and you want it, then you better be speaking the word.
Right.
All the time, which we are, but that you get that rejuvenation, you get that fuel, you get that momentum behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like spiritual exercise.
Yeah, because he that water. I think he that watereth. He watereth also himself. Roughly paraphrasing. You know what I mean? So when we, of course, do lessons, do teachings and such, that also, of course, is a refreshment, not only to the person that receives it, drinks it, which spiritually they're doing. It's also unto us as the one actually giving it.
Right, administering it.
Giving
Right.
and to receive. So, this is great. The Lord told us to lift up in this high mountain the banner, this truth.
Right.
It has reached what? The gates and the nobles, roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 13:1.
Right, well, all this wisdom is coming from above.
That's right.
And working through, the men in whom the Lord chose, which are the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and us brothers too, man.
Yeah.
The Spirit of the Lord is dealing with us as well.
Right.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, who else has me? Yep. Go ahead.
But yeah, we need salvation from this man, from this kingdom, and from this flesh.
This is just going into what you were saying about the drinking of the water.
Right.
This is St. John chapter 4, verse 14. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. It says, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Read that again.
This is St. John chapter 4, verse 14. It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Yeah, water is speaking about the scriptures. It calls it the rivers of living water. This is the way. This is the way of life. It says the scripture says that the wages of sin is death. So following the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord to the best of your ability, that's the way of life.
No, it's said because it says thou shalt never thirst. You know, you gotta think that's spiritually. Meaning this water, this word satisfies your soul.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that satisfies your soul.
That's right. That's right.
When you got this truth, it puts everything in its proper perspective. And it gives you the rejuvenation, like I said, or revitalization, which means what? To have life. The real life is in the word. So we're not thirsting because the Spirit of the Lord, this truth, this ministry, is literally keeping us refreshed.
That's right. And the script, in John the 6th chapter, it says it is the Spirit that quickeneth, which the Spirit is the word.
Right.
Which quicken means to be refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, come.
Right. Bring the life.
Right.
Yeah, man. Chaya, as that Akia's name is. Khan. Yep.
Yeah, like the brother was speaking about, brothers is worn out. You might, Esau putting so much hell on brothers, sometimes you feel like giving up, but the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai strengthens us, quickens us to keep on fighting, to keep on going. Why? Because we know there's a reward at the end of the battle.
Right. That's why brothers be hitting the ball a little too much. You know what I mean? Brothers may be then at the gym every goddamn day. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with drinking or working out because you sometimes you just gotta release that damn tension. You know?
You can.
Maybe you clinging onto your woman too damn much.
Yeah.
Looking for comfort. Hey, we in this flesh, so those things happen.
That stress.
But the Spirit of the Lord is really what's sustaining us because you realize like when you do those things too often, it doesn't really satisfy you. It only can do so much.
Right.
And you don't want to be beholden to those behaviors anyways. Because we getting ready to enter into our rest. So, why even put all that energy into those things, and chance getting too comfortable. But we still go through that, man. Sometimes you get on the couch, and your ass don't want to get the fuck up from it. You know what I mean? You're laying in bed all day. You don't want to get the fuck out of bed. You know what I mean? But we know we have a job we got to do. We got the power of prayer. We put on those videos. You know what I mean? And we engage in the Spirit to keep us going. But yeah, man, that's the only thing that keeps us going. If it weren't for that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't like to think about it. You know what I mean? Because where you gonna go? I remember when I was making that transition into the from the world into the truth, I couldn't fucking stand nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't stand nothing, man. I was literally at the brink, right? I was at the brink, man. I had it with everybody, everything. Everything was like monotonous, the same old fucking routine. I hated it, man. And I know a lot of brothers share that same sentiment. Fed up, bro, fed up. So now, we're in this truth, and we still fed up, but, we got that peace, that comfort to keep us going so we don't lose our minds. I almost said fucking minds, but same thing. Go ahead, bro. Do we have anything else? Oh, no, there was more on that slide.
It says, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Yeah, to spring up in everlasting life, because the way to eternal life is through the scriptures. It's through the application of the scriptures, through the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? And the faith that we have is that driving force. And what is it doing? It's literally leading us into that eternal rest or the kingdom or eternal life. Because the only way that you're going to make it into a chariot, right, on this side, is if you have that exemption from judgment, that dawah. The rest of Israel, they're discomforted. They're the ones that have to go every single day and convince themselves that life is worth living under the conditions that we currently face. And that's a fucked up way to live, man.
You in denial.
Exactly. That's such a horrible way to live. Why are you so negative, man? Because it's negative.
Yeah.
You're not living in fucking the same reality as me. We're faced with real evil right now. And the only way that you're able to cope is through them fucking drugs and alcohol, you know, and doing all that wicked shit that you do. And it's actually making it worse for you. That's why Jake is so goddamn depressed, man. That wickedness takes a toll on your mind.
Jake's in there talking about popping mollies. And,
right. Jake lose himself in all that evil, man.
Hurt all the stuff to numb my pain.
Right.
I'm like, I heard my friend.
And then here's the thing. Then they look to the Edomite as the only way to escape. You know. So they sell out, right? No patience, no faith, man. That's the state of Jake right now. But if you have the word, the water, which is the refresher, gives you that life, it's going to lead you right to salvation. It's going to lead you to eternal life. All right? That's ultimately what the tree of life is. The water is. It's having that access to eternal life. All right? And the only way to get there is through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? So, yeah. Is there more on that, brother?
Nah, I just got the word for spring.
Okay. Go ahead.
It means, it says to leap, to spring up, gush up of water.
Like, that's really wild.
Like leaping up.
Right.
You hear it.
Right.
It excites you. You know?
Yeah. Erect is another word. Erect.
Yeah.
Gone.
It shoot up.
Yep.
And like, it's like a burst.
Yeah.
When it's shooting up. So like, you might hear a brother out of nowhere just with this very fiery spirit.
Right.
Real fervent. You like, oh shoot, out of nowhere. That's how it is. You know, it's like, you know, springs break, bursting up.
Right.
Out of nowhere. Oh, boom. Like if you had a mortar main break, it's shooting heavy with a lot of pressure.
A lot of force.
Right, a lot of force, man. So that's how it is with the spirit, man.
Right.
Like a geyser.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Next precept.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
What?
God, it says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Yeah, Khan, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden." Yeah, brothers is laboring. We're laboring in this word, in this truth, and we're laboring in this damn world. You know, Esau you gotta work 60 hours just to, you know, pay your damn bills. You know. Yeah, Khan, brothers gotta, you know, work these low grade, you know, physical labor jobs. You know, cause you can't get a good job, you know, being an Israelite, or you're not a complete sellout or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, but the Lord said, "Come unto Him, and He's gonna give us rest." This is our comfort. In the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, when you know, brothers feeling down, you know, brothers open the scriptures and read, you know, you refresh. Or you go on YouTube, you watch a brother's videos, you refresh. So the words of the Lord are continuously giving brothers rest and comfort.
Yeah. We gotta get that comforter scripture.
Right, I got a precept. This is Slaki. All right, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding."
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom. This was when brothers found out about this truth, and the Lord gave us the spirit to accept this truth. That was the happiest days of brothers' lives. You know, the Lord gave us hope. You know, through His servants, men, you know, preaching the word. The Lord gave us hope.
That's it, bro. When I found out that the name of the Lord, that He was a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah, Yahweh, Judah, and that I was an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim, and that like it was only for the bro, a light bulb went off, but
Finally.
like it was like a sigh of relief. It was like, oh, thank God. Thank God, you know, it's like I finally understand, man. I finally get it now, man. It's all making sense. But it's just, oh man, the relief that came with that understanding, you know. But go ahead, Slug it.
I got a little testimony when I first found out about it. You know, I was watching mad videos. You know, at first, you know, I was a little skeptical. I believed, but I was a little skeptical. But once the Lord put it on my spirit to actually truly believe, I shed a tear.
Right.
You know, I ain't a brother that, you know, that shed too many tears. But hey, I shed a tear. I was so happy. You know, the Lord gave us, you know, gave us hope. God, it's beautiful words. Hey, God.
Finishing up on this, it says, "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding." For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
Hey, God, there's wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. Hey, there's no price you can put on it, and brothers wouldn't give it up for anything. You could offer us $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion. There's no price you could put on the words of Yahweh Shem
You're
Yahshua.
gonna offer me some wealth that the Lord getting ready to take away from you any damn way, right? Over eternal life? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hey, real quick, what's your thoughts on the jab?
He ain't saying nothing.
Okay, did you take it?
No, he didn't take it.
All right.
Good. Good.
You know, you need to take it if you want to re-enlist.
No, he not. He not realistic.
But,
That's a patriot. Go ahead. He look heavy as shit.
reading on, like the brother, there's nothing that you, once we have the wealth and understanding of this wisdom, there's nothing that is worthwhile. This knowledge is absolute, it's pure, it's real. All right, it don't come with no strings attached. It does come with conditions, but they're righteous conditions. All right, the suffering that we go through is worth the while, man. It's worth the while to inherit a kingdom that is going to be totally righteous. We're going to be totally perfect, and everything's going to be in its proper, place and course. What would you want to trade for that? You know, Jake get caught up on women and money on this side, but it's all corruptible. You gotta worry about this woman fucking doing double monkey backflips on some other dude. She gets sick of your shit. She go find somebody else. That's a plague, man.
God.
Y'all be worrying about whether the kid is yours.
God.
Then you got women advocating that you're not a real man because you want a DNA test. And then this bitch done fucked around.
Yeah.
Where's your integrity at? You questioning my integrity. What about yours? Oh, yeah. There's an excuse. There's always a way to justify your selfishness. We can't be dealing with that, man. That's why there's nothing you can give us or offer us in exchange for what we're getting ready to receive. It says, she is more precious than rubies in all the things that thou canst desire, or not to be compared unto her.
Yeah, not to be compared.
I gave examples. Length of days is in her right hand. We said, well, man, we don't know what the hell we would do if we didn't have this truth. Shit, man. All jacked up on these philosophies, this messed up music, living meaningless, mediocre lifestyles. You know? Thank the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the water, for having that mercy on us, man, to bring us out of that state of death. These people are just dead. They're dead. They're completely dead. Anyway, it says, length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Right? This is how we're going to obtain real honor, real glory, is by patiently waiting Yahweh Shem Yahushai's return, and then we're going to inherit everlasting glory, man. We're going to be perfect. We're going to get bodies, all right, made for the gods in which we are, right? Because we gods, man. And we're getting ready to inherit an incorruptible crown, Abaratazah. We stay steadfast and hold on to the faith and endure, right? The Lord got those rewards waiting for us. It says, her ways are ways of pleasantness.
Oh, gosh.
Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Brother, want to take that? Read that one more time. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 17. Her ways are ways of pleasantness,
right,
and her paths are peace.
Right, so, you know what I mean? When you follow the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, it actually brings you, of course, some solace and comfort.
Right, comfort.
All right, you know
peace.
what I mean? Peace, you know, knowing that, of course, you're not going off. You're not missing the mark. Like, you have it a lot of times in the world. Like, I literally was afraid. I had a worldly view of the fear of the Lord.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But I was like afraid that the Lord was going to destroy me because I knew that I was not doing His will.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if I was in the Christian church or, I had my
same
beliefs and
yep.
stuff. I was on my own. I was doing my own thing and stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Following our different pursuits and stuff.
Right.
But I knew that, this is my testimony. I knew that at the time, in my 30s, like I said, it was like 32 or 35 or something, I would have to do the work of the Lord. I in the world, I used to want to be basically a minister.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was in the world, man. I was doing, doing different things. Brothers got their different talents and stuff. But when I came, of course, to the truth, you, of course, you get revived and such. And it says, as the scriptures say, there's no condemnation of those that are in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right. So, and through the Lord's stripes, we're healed. All right. So that took all the damnation off of me. Believing and trusting that if I be faithful unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to deliver and save me and wash me clean of my sins. All right? You know what I mean? Because there's so many different sins we've done in this life and our other past lives that we've been paying for in the world. And, like I said, right now. You know what I mean? Con.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Heavy. Yep. Go ahead.
You got something? All right.
Sirach 4 and 12. He that loveth her, loveth life.
Right.
Yeah, so he that loveth wisdom, loveth life.
Yeah.
And nah, it's not talking about Esau's kingdom as like what we're living in death. Life is talking about in the kingdom, not living in righteousness.
Right. America is known as the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah.
That's all that's here. You can see it.
Yep.
Ain't no way about it, man. This place is full of death and evil.
Yeah. I can walk right out in the street and get banged with a car because somebody not paying attention.
Bro, you can eat regular everyday food you think is benefiting you, and here it's sourced from a genetically modified organism, and it don't got no real nutrients, and the body begins to break down because it's not being supplied with what it needs to continue to survive.
All right.
This is the system in which we live. And the Most High is doing away with it, bro.
Yep.
And we read that in Job 14.
That's right.
And we read about how the end of the world is Esau, meaning the end of this age and its rulership is when this man starts to lose his power seat, okay, and the Israelites take over, right? It says the saints shall take the kingdom. That's the spirit. Hey, and we've seen this man's system crumble. That's why there's more chariot sightings, and that's why this man is coming down with that great wrath, because he knows that his time is over.
That's right.
Esau knows he's done. He's through. They're done, man. This place is totally finished, as brothers say, tamam. It's complete, it's done, it's finished, it's run its course. It's now time for the righteous rulers to take over the world and inherit what belongs onto them, man.
That's right. That's right.
Then how you know that they really done? It's a movie called the Tomorrow War. I don't know if you saw it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, but it's like they was fighting against like some sort, like they called them aliens, whatever.
Oh, was that with Tom Cruise?
Nah.
No. Okay, never mind. That's Oblivion. I was thinking Oblivion.
But this is how you know that they know, because they said when we go attack them, they said they attack us for 6 days, but on the 7th day, that's their Sabbath. And I was like, what?
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what? I
so
think I did see that
yeah,
part. I think I
it's called
did
the
see that.
Tomorrow War.
I think I did see that. Yeah, con. Yeah, well, and then remember, that's why they keep going up to space and setting up their space force, because they're preparing for what the scriptures call that war in heaven, which Yahweh Shai, okay, which is known the Lamb, is going to overthrow, okay, Satan's angels, okay, which are those fighter pilots and the different armies that are going to turn their weaponry towards the skies and try to fight against Yahweh Shai, which is when Yahweh Shai is going to get busy. Isaiah 66:15 type busy.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
Matthew 10 and 34. Luke 12 and 49. All right? Isaiah, the 60th chapter, bro.
What?
All right?
Love that.
63, I think that is. Okay? That's right. So yeah, man. So that's who we ushering in the kingdom, right? We're the heralds of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we're ushering in the kingdom through the power and spirit of the Lord, through His word, and the elect is going to wake up. They're being sealed as we speak, right? And the end is near to come. We're living out the last days. Okay? So, brothers, sisters, continue what you're doing. Be mindful of the prophecies. Continue to watch the videos while they're around. All right? And then when they are taken off the air, you should have been building yourself up, right? To remain integral, so that when you need direction, you got it off the spirit. You know already. Right? Because you have this understanding of the word.
Wisdom is a defense, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now it's time to fully apply what you learned. All right? And as long as you at least have the names of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and you're sincere in that belief, the Lord going to deliver you, man. You got something? Go ahead. We're going to pretty much end.
Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, starting at verse 9. It says, ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did ever despise Salakia? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right, and the truth is, no one.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If you're honest and sincere, you've been really given the faith, right? And the Lord is going to have mercy on you. That's what it is. We are investing all of ourselves into this ministry in the hope of salvation, and the Lord is going to make good on that promise. Oh, as a matter of fact, a brother pull up 1 Peter 1 and read about verse 6 to 8. Go ahead.
1 Peter 1 and 6, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptation.
We talked about that. We are in manifold temptations, man. Satan's trying to come at us every side. Job, women, people of the world, different scenarios that take place. Everything's trying to take a toll to wear us out, so we give up hope, give up faith. All right, but the Lord gave us a spirit that is resilient. I mean, we can bounce back. All right, we're able to recover quickly because we got the Spirit of the Lord working with us. All right, and we got that spirit to endure. Okay, those that endure the same shall be saved. So no matter what's being thrown at us, all right, we're using the weapons within our arsenal, which is all spiritual. Okay, and we're following the words of the Lord, and that's what's sustaining us. Continue. But we are in manifold temptations, bro. It's going to be like that until we enter the kingdom and are fully restored back into our strength. Right? That's the condition of this thing. It is said that in the scriptures where through much tribulation you shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Verse 7, that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold, that perisheth.
Right. Our trying is much more precious than that of fine gold, because the Lord is ultimately refining us to be perfect according to his image, according to his spirit. Now we've obtained a level of that perfection through Yahweh Shai, because it's really through his mercy in which we've been covered by his blood, so we can have access to the Father again. All right, and through the mercy of the Lord, we will put on that perfection in its entirety when we get taken up into them ships, Lord's will. All right, go ahead. Or the
Though
chariots.
we travel fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory unto the appearing of Yahweh Shai.
And that's what we're waiting for, the glory and appearing of Yahweh Shai, wherein we can obtain that glory, which is what? Us going into them ships. The enemy beholding us as we're being beamed up, baby. How about that?
Yes.
How about that, man? That's powerful. Go ahead.
Verse 8, who having not seen, ye love.
Right, we right now in this life we haven't seen Yahweh Shai directly, but we know of him through the word because we have the record, the testimony in which we believe. Right, we're persuaded and convicted in our own mind. All right, we fully embraced, okay, this to be the truth, and that's. Go ahead.
I said, that's why I said, blessed is he that believeth and have not seen.
That's it, right? Because really it's been given, that the understanding that we have, the faith, the ability to see what's contained within the scriptures and really accept it as truth is from on high. And no man gave it to anybody else. And only the elect has obtained that knowledge. Think about that, the hopeful elect. So we very well be those men. Go ahead. All right, Brother Reed. And we're just going to end it on here. We're going to end it on it right here.
Having not
Shalom,
seen,
bro. Shalom.
ye love,
Shalom.
though ye
Lord's will, we'll see you next
not
week.
ye see him,
Oh, what's the Hebrew name again, brother?
Only by one woman.
Oh, Kamal. Okay.
What's that? Rican
Yep. Lord willing, yep.
Verse 8, whom having not seen ye love, and whom though now you see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory.
Yeah, we're full of rejoicing because we know that the kingdom is being ushered in as we speak. All right? And that's what we're getting ready to inherit. And we're getting ready to put on that perfection. We have everything to be excited about. Brothers shouldn't be walking around sad, depressed, fucked up, feeling low. We know what happens, but you got to understand that the kingdom is getting ready to be established and you need to embrace it. You're an Israelite, okay? You're Yasha Allah. That means something. That's not to be taken lightly. You're not no average. You got if you're in this knowledge too, you ain't no average nigga. Now I'm not saying be puffed up about it, but you still gotta embrace it. You're a king to be. You gotta carry yourself as such, man. Yes, and decorum, right.
Some self-esteem.
Some self-esteem,
Right.
And when the more you work with the scriptures, the more you get into it, the more confidence you do build. You know. Go ahead. There's one last verse coming up. Read it.
Verse 9, receiving the end of your faith,
Receiving the end of our faith, right? Go ahead.
even the salvation of your soul.
There it is.
That's the end, man.
That's the end goal. That's the end game.
Yeah, the end game is the salvation, the victory.
The victory.
As the scripture
And
says.
so the elect ain't gonna take no damn jab. They're not gonna take no damn MOTB or chip. All right? And we gonna be in opposition of this Edomite's ways and NWO to the end. All right? We're gonna be faithful unto death, and the Lord is gonna sustain us and deliver us from all of our troubles. So with that, we wanna, give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and shalom to the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.